Well, hello everybody, or anybody who might join this live stream. How you all doing? I will, as always, try to talk some random stuff until hopefully both YouTube and Facebook inform you guys that I am here, and I will also open my phone to be able to see comments and stuff on Facebook because Facebook has this habit of just messing with my live feed, but that's all right. We are all kind of used to it. You might even hear a little bit, a tiny bit of an echo back here. If you do, just ignore it, pretend like you can't hear it until I can mute it. On Facebook, because Facebook has this habit. Oh, come on. Of just messing with my. You know when your phone cooperates with all the tech issues you got? Okay. Um, Hi, Michelle. How are you doing? Okay, so I will say this is as many people as we're gonna get for moment being. So I'm gonna start with saying hi, y'all. How you doing? Everything good? Thank you, Michelle. Yes, I do love the new setup too. It makes life a lot easier. I am, however, hoping to boost it up a little bit more. Um, Hey, Robert, I appreciate the fact that you do AAC and not AC because it's actually fun when my thing is AC. My, what do we call it? Initials. Okay, let's try to get through this as fast as we can. I don't know if you saw it or not. I just got off air with Brandon House on Lindell TV, Frank Speech. If you missed it, that's completely all right because it will be posted tomorrow on my channel and also Frank's speech as well. But we were discussing some serious issues that, as always, is being left out of mainstream media and alternative media, as seems to be called. But before I get into the issues that I need to discuss, I want to give a shout out for those of you who have missed it or possibly might have missed it, especially on YouTube, because I don't post regularly on YouTube. I don't even know if anybody is with us here via YouTube. Um, so we are putting together, or we did already put together a birthday campaign. Don't worry, it's not a forceful thing. Nobody's putting a gun to anybody's head. However, my birthday is coming up on December 8th. It will be my 38th birthday, which I am grateful to have made it to 38. Well, I should say that on the day, but I almost made it to 38. On that note, as I am boosting up quality and production, I am purchasing a broadcasting laptop. Those who wanted to be involved with it, those who wanted to send in birthday gifts, asked if I could put together a campaign. We did 2 days ago. So if you like to do send in gifts, you can do that. The link is found on my Facebook. Also, I will let me see. Can I put a comments here? Yes. Okay, so I'm going to put a link here as well. But before I do that, I just want to give a shout out and thank you to everybody who have already sent in their gifts. You guys are amazing. Rosanna, Tammy, Sharon, my darling Phyllis, and Daniel, Tom, and Linda. Thank you guys for your generous gift, and also, of course, Stephen Mix. I just wanted you guys to know that I have received the gift. I am extremely, very, very, very grateful for your gifts. We are this close to reaching the goal, so I'll be able to go get that gorgeous laptop and boost up production. John says that they are not seeing comments on Facebook. Does anyone else have that problem? I don't see much comments, so I don't know if there are that many comments coming in or not. But if there are, well, they're censoring. Well, welcome back, Roy, from Facebook jail. Okay, so now that's done. Have you guys shared this live feed, or are you guys worried I might say something that's gonna hurt your friends' feelings? Because that's actually the topic, the main topic. Perfect. So everything seems to be good to go as far as quality goes for now. Let me start here. Recently, within the last, I want to say 2 weeks, I have come to realize that sadly and unfortunately, the mafia of the conservative side has achieved the goal of turning a fight for freedom, the fight for freedom, into a complete childish um, competition. As I said, I'll do my best to behave. And hi, Terry, how you doing? I miss you so much. I've been planning to call you for almost a week. I will call you in the next few days, but we need to talk. It's good to see you here. Um, so I will do my best to be as polite as possible, but I have had it and I have reached my limit of zipping my mouth, letting things go, while the conservative movement has fallen into the complete distraction and destructive behavior. We have very serious issues that our nation is facing right now. We do. Hi, Lisa on YouTube. We got someone on YouTube. That's good news. So we already have the censorship going on. No surprise. It's not new news or anything. It's still going on. It's been going on for a while. Then we have the Biden cabal trying to destroy our nation. Then we have the Islamists who have been working tirelessly. More power to them for being so focused on their goal. And then we have the Socialist Communist Party of Democrats. And then we have the Black Lives Matter movement and the Antifa and on and on. While all of this is going on, conservative side of the country, from the leaders to the big names, to the wealthy, to the average Americans, seem to be completely numb to the problem. They seem to be so worried about irrelevant issues that they have completely gone, what do we call it, rogue? Would that be a polite enough word to say? And that is making me extremely frustrated. Now, I want to add this out there. I am not giving up. I am not discouraged. I am none of that. But I'm human. So at some point, sometimes here and there, I just feel like I need to get on air and I need to put it out there, because my promise from day one when I went public to today, my promise has always been, I will tell you the truth. I'm not going to tell you a truth that's going to make you feel better or make you want to follow me or stay with me or any of that. Hello, Edward. Now, let me tell you, this was triggered, this whole desire to come on air was triggered, as I said. I put a post on my Facebook page and I said, guys, my birthday's coming up. I really want to buy this broadcasting laptop. Now, it is a broadcasting laptop. I'm not buying a, Ferrari to go have a good time. This is a required equipment for me to do a better job, to do more live feeds, to do more videos, to run more shows. So if anybody wants to, Brian, this is about lazy, conservative, distracted, destructive group of people who are absolutely doing nothing except yapping all day long. That is distracting us from saving our country. This is basically what it's about. On top of that, after that, I will get to let people know how all of this has caused CAIR and Muslim Brotherhood to keep growing in our government. So if you want to stay tuned, we'll get there. When I put that post up, someone said, well, I knew following you at some point, asking for money would come up. So I responded by saying, first of all, you don't have to follow me. Don't. Secondly, I'm not asking for money. It's my birthday. I am blessed by many supporters who always send me birthday gifts. This year, I realized I announced what the gift that I really need and would love to have, so everybody can chip in and help me get that. But even with that, this telling this person who was all smart about the situation. I said, we have the mainstream media who's getting a lot of funding to twist the truth and give you a bunch of lies. And then we have the alternative media, which is the conservative. I will literally say conservative because they are hiding behind the mask of conservative. If I could at this point, I would say the rhino alternative media. Reason for that is I sit there and I listen to some of them like, so this is a specific program. They've been repeating the same thing for last 4 months with absolutely no solution offered. And they're just sitting there moaning and bitching and complaining about everything they've been saying. And guess what? Their programming is not free to public. You have to pay for a paid subscription to get access to their program. But if I go out, have I raised money? Absolutely. Not for myself. I support worthy causes out there. I try to use my platform to get them funding, not me, them. But why is it? And I will literally look at the comments. I'm genuinely asking you, anyone who's on this live feed, why is it that if someone does a free service to the public, then we don't like them, we don't support them, they don't have the right. And by the way, it's so funny when people are like, get a job and pay for it yourself. I do have not a job, I have 4 jobs. For anyone who has never bothered to go anywhere outside of the frame of my live stream on Facebook or YouTube, let me tell you this. I am the founder of Live Up to Freedom LLC, an organization dedicated solely to informing Westerners of the dangers of Islam and bring information about women and children who are suffering under Sharia. The secondary mission of Live Up to Freedom LLC is to rescue people who are under oppression of Islam, specifically in Islamic country. I am proud to announce that to this day, Live Up to Freedom has rescued 21 people. And when I say rescue, I mean we have went in, got them out, got them to second country, from there through proper channels with proper documentation, absolutely no jumping over any country's border. We have got them to their third country, their forever homes, to safety. Second, I am and I have been the producer of the Glazov Gang show, founded on Rumble. You can find it on Rumble and YouTube, also on JamieGlazov.com. I've been the producer of the Glazov Gang, comes December 1st for 10 years. We produce conservative, truth-telling weekly episodes, bringing experts on the show to talk about, you name it, we discuss it. Islam, leftists, COVID, vaccine, globalism, socialism, communism. We talk about it. Our show has been a fan-generated show for over 6 years. We don't have anyone sponsoring us. We do not have funding through government or anywhere else for that matter. Third, I am a proud host and producer of a weekly webinar put together by David Horowitz Freedom Center, an organization that has been fighting the tyranny of the red-green axis for, I think, longer than I've been alive. That's my third job. Once a week, every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we go live with an expert. They give a presentation for 25 to 30 minutes. Then we come back in and do a Q&A with our live audience for another half an hour. Number 4, I am the associate producer of Worldview Weekend, founded by Brannon Howse. Number 5, I'm the social media director and associate producer and Middle East contributor of Lindell TV, also known as Frank Speech. Hello, Tracy. You're a new member, and thank you so much for subscribing to our channel. So, that what I just listed are my jobs. Yes, I get paid to do my jobs. No, I do not charge arm and a leg because I consider it a privilege and an honor to be part of any of the organization I just named, helping fight for our freedom. However, I get a very, very fair amount of pay. I'm not here to get rich or famous out of anyone. Now, let's quickly go to Annie Cyrus's past. Before becoming a public figure to fight against Sharia and Islamization of America and earning myself 11 darn bounties, look up Annie Cyrus, actress/model on Google, and you'll find my previous career. I was making a hell of a lot of money. I had the fame and the spotlight and red carpet. Been there, done that, know my life aside, don't like it, don't want to go back to it. Lisa, you're awesome. Thanks for reminding me. One thing I forgot. Two things I forgot. Regardless of what some haters like to call it, I'm also an artist. I have an Etsy store where I sell my art. They are made with my own hands from scratch, either my paintings, either my resin art, either my coasters, my alcohol ink flower vases, my bare hand, in my garage, I make them. Put them out and I sell them. And thanks to wonderful supporters who do like my art, who go in there, purchase them, and put a good review on my store to where I have a 5-star on top of the gift store on Etsy. We also have products for Live Up to Freedom that people can purchase. We have t-shirts, hoodies, mugs, I don't know, lots of stuff. So, for anyone who's very confused between I would like to purchase a broadcasting laptop that's going to boost my production work. If you like to be part of a birthday gift, here's a link to it. Rather than stop asking for money. First of all, this is a free country. I'll do whatever I want. You know what? I'm going to ask for money every day. Asking ain't forcing. Now, I want to say everybody, all the conservatives, literally in 3 days, conservatives who enjoyed my message until I brought up my birthday gift, then dropped me because I brought up my birthday gift. Why don't you all go react this way to the mandate of vaccine? Because I'm asking, they're mandating. Oh, wait, yeah, you're too much of a coward to stand up to the real problem. You're filled with anger, you just don't know where to take it. So you come on my page bullshitting my post. See, these are the little tiny itsy bitsy problems we're facing nowadays. We are so confused between what's the difference between a mandate and someone asking, that we're sitting back and letting them force vaccine on our children while we're worried about Annie Cyrus politely saying, hey guys, anybody who likes to be part of my birthday gift, here's the link. The time these people took to go back and forth with me and report my birthday gift post, if they would take that time to call their representatives and yell at them, they were yelling at me, maybe we would have some sort of a solution. How's that for a problem? And as I said, I'm not giving up. I'm not upset because a bunch of idiots come at me. I'm used to people coming at me. Part of being a public figure is the fact that there are just hateful people who have nothing to do with their life except hating on you. My frustration, my anger is, can we put our anger and frustration in the right place? Did you all know, while we were all very happy and celebrating Virginia going red, same day, 11 new Muslim, Sharia-obeying Muslim were elected into offices across America? Did anybody notice? I did, because it's my job. And as I said, I do apologize. In 1 minute, I'll finish the sentence. I'm going to take a look at your comments because I will look at your comments. Thank you, John. I think Chris already gave you the link. If not, I will repost the link in a minute. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have 11 brand new Muslims elected into offices across America while Virginia was turning red. Fabulous, isn't it? In 2020, we had 89 new Muslims elected. Now, 2021, we have 11 new ones added. Now, well, comes 2022. How about 200? Fair enough? Like, while we're all internally fighting each other over complete crap, let's just make sure our government is completely filled with Muslims. How's that for a win? How's that for, we need to unite? But we're just going to unite if you agree with 100% of what I have to say. If I don't like something about your lifestyle, then I'm not going to unite. I'm not going to get behind you. Oh, I don't. Hey, Annie, really, I do have a great platform. I love what you're doing. I adore your courage. But I can't have you on my channel because then I'm going to lose viewers because you're too unfiltered. Let me read some comments. Because just repeating what I have recently heard, I lose track of my logic. I need to read some comments to find them again. By the way, anything and everything I am saying due to my personality of turning a lot of things into a sarcastic tone. I'm not joking about anything that's coming out of my mouth. Everything I'm saying is a reality that is happening right now. I might sound a little sarcastic, but I'm not. Okay, let's see what we have. John, thank you. I did. Anyone, and please understand that, well, this isn't about me promoting my birthday gift. This was just the way topic went. But if you like to be part of the birthday gift, the link is on the comments on all the live streams that you're on. And I will repost it one more time. Here it is. So I appreciate everyone who wants to be part of this birthday gift. I'm going to go here. Yeah, I have this. Annie, there's nothing wrong with asking for a donation. After all, we all are following you and benefiting for the information you transmit to us. Your program is invaluable because you talk about your experience with Islam. This is real life experience with Islam. John, I appreciate you having that understanding, but that's my point exactly. It's like you know how we make a joke of, oh, common sense don't exist with Democrats. What you really think exists with us? I have personally struggled with more conservative / Republicans lately than with Democrats. Like, it's so interesting, not to jinx it, but for like last 2.5 months, Democrats and liberals who used to come after me, including like SPLC, and they have kind of sort of just backed down. It's like they opened some room for Republicans to come after me. Like, what is wrong with people? Exactly. I'm going to put that on screen. Now, I'm in no shape or form am I saying I'm a preacher, but yeah, people don't understand. We chose to do what we do. It was my choice. It is still my choice. I can literally turn this off. As I said, go back to what I was. I still have all the connections from my previous career. I can just go back, be another, ignorant Hollywood star, and oh, hey, get the money, go have life. But that's not my choice. I understand, because some people also say, you choose to do this. Yes, I do. I chose to do this. But I'm not doing it for my benefits. Remember, I was raised by these barbaric idiots. I was. I know how to survive them. But I don't want to have to. If I can get enough Americans to get behind me to stop this, that is my preferred choice. It's like, I don't know, what time is it? Let me see, it's 9:32 p.m. It's 9:30. I've been literally up since 9:30 this morning, doing the jobs that I explain I have. I would have loved to just sit in front of my TV right now and grab a cup of tea and just put my head back. But that's the thing. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Our nation, our country, our freedom, our constitutional liberty, our civilization is under attack. Can we put this little petty thing aside? I should not do that. Robert, you said Mind over matter. If you don't mind, they don't matter. That is true. But that applies to like my best friend or my boyfriend or my husband or my in-laws or no. When it comes to, again, our nation, our freedom, our liberty, next generation, everybody should mind and everybody should matter. Because one of the reasons we're so behind, and as I said, 11 Muslims on November 3rd were elected into office. It's because we have the mentality of, if you don't mind, it don't matter. We need to literally shake everyone. Anyone, I don't care your party affiliation, anyone who claims to love America needs to learn that this is a teamwork. Not nobody can do it by themselves. If we don't get together, if we don't show the respect that is required for us to continue the unity of this fight, then it's just not going to happen. We can't afford it. As I said, on a personal level, friends, co-workers, neighbor, yeah, I completely agree with the mind over matter. But on a bigger scale of a nation, I don't know. I'm sorry, I disagree with that. Thank you, Cecilia. You're very kind to me. You're always kind to me. Okay. You are very welcome. I will trust me, regardless of what comes out of at me, or good or bad. I will not stop. I cannot stop. I cannot stop. Um, um, I Heather Love. I'll get to Robert's comment in a second. I cannot stop. Islam has taken away 18 years of my life. I was discussing this with a person recently. And I said, I don't have the ability to just have a relaxed day. Like, I don't. Is that good or bad? I don't know, and I don't care. But I always, in back of my head, I always have the fact that I'm 18 years behind in life. I need to catch up. That's what Islam did to me. There's no way I can ever stop telling the truth about Islam. I'm gonna leave this here. Thank you, Heather. I love that. I do love that many people do understand. It's like, oh, you think it's just like that? I just wake up like this, and then I have all the technology, and like I don't need internet or good camera or good microphone or any of that. To avoid comments like audio is bad, you have too much echo, your picture is so dark, because those are the importance of our life, right? Oh, thank you, Michael. I meant infighting. Yes. Yeah, the infighting is annoying. It is getting annoying, and it's getting more and more. Um, yes, I do agree with you. It's a bit of a longer comment, and that's my point. Well, on a general picture, Robert, I would say, not trying to say I'm the best, but considering the extent of danger I face every day to do what I do. Again, I'm not saying other people. There are many great people out there who are doing the right thing, regardless of the so-called, conservatives who are not doing anything. They're just collecting money off of people. Um, I had to face a much bigger fear to do what I do, even if it is a donation. It's fine. Now I actually I I was asked once of why don't you turn Live Up to Freedom into a nonprofit? I said few reasons. Number one, on top of the line, is unfortunately many nonprofit organizations have used the nonprofit status to actually profit. So I know for a fact, like I have raised money for nonprofits that I stand by and I stand behind them and they're doing the right thing. But there are so many nonprofits that have created this doubt in people's mind as to, is my money going to go to the right place or to the right cause? On that note, I don't ever want to be in. Secondly, this thing, like right here, trust me, I have tried to have a filter on it. It just, no filter matches it. Becoming a nonprofit as a founder and the face of it, this is going to get my status in trouble in a day. Like I will say what I'm not supposed to say and get my status revoked. It's just like not possible. I can't do that. Um, oh, I like that. Yes, teamwork makes the dream work. Um, okay, I really can't read that. Chuck, I have messaged you on an important video today to do with a small child in a culture you are all too familiar with. Chuck, darling, do me a favor, email it to me, please. If this was Facebook Messenger, I stay off Facebook Messenger almost all week except once I go in. So please, please, please email it to me. liveuptofreedom@gmail.com. liveuptofreedom@gmail.com is my email. So please email it to me and I will check it as soon as I get the notification. Daniel asked the perfect question. So here it is. I actually want to talk about this. Step one of what do we do? We stand up literally. Okay, this might sound really bad to everybody, but we're gonna start standing up to those on our side who are claiming to be doing something and getting money off of people and not doing anything. I know I won't get my support on that, but we will do that. We shall do that. I want you, anyone who's interested in seriously putting an end to us always being behind and them being ahead of us in the game, I want you to start voicing your frustration. I've seen few people do it. I'm very proud of them. When you come across the paid subscription programmings, do make sure to let them know that we are under such harsh circumstances that is worrisome that they prefer to keep their content that they claim no one else has ever talked about on their wall of a paid programming. I never thought we, the freedom fighters, conservatives, American loving people, would get to a point where we would have a plan to stop paying companies and networks that are not providing absolute necessary information for people to fight back unless we pay for it. As I said, I took 3 days to come on air and do this live feed because I was thinking, do I want to do this? As it is, I've been pressed down by 95% of conservative leaders because I'm too blunt, apparently, or at least that's their excuse. I'm like, they're probably going to just push me even further down the path and they're going to take away whatever is left of my platform. But that's all right because I am sick and tired of seeing important information supposedly not being provided to people. That should not be acceptable. It's not like some, we're just living normal life and they got some reporting, you get subscription. No. We are at war. We are being attacked by so many different enemies For anyone to think, as of right now, it is all right, it is acceptable to keep information away from public unless they're willing to pay some ridiculous amounts, just so you know, for the information, that should not be acceptable. I will go back to talking about Frank's speech. You can watch Frank's speech all day long for free. You can go back and watch all the videos that are available now. For those of you who are not familiar with Frank's speech, they have 24/7 live broadcasting. Some of the shows I can name, Diamond and Silk, every night, Monday through Friday, from 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Time on live. Brandon House Live, 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Lindell Report with Mike Lindell himself, 7 to 8. We have Steve Bannon, if you're familiar with them, which I have a feeling you are. Stu Peters, and many other shows. Do pardon me as I can't recall all the names. But we're talking about 24/7 programming, bringing experts, witnesses, and yes, I will say I'm definitely biased because I have had I have never been told by either Mr. Lindell himself or Brandon House that, oh, you can't say this, you gotta say that. As I said, before I started this live feed, I was on with Brandon House. We were discussing the curse situation. I sent the information in and he's like, get on. I don't even have to convince them to get on air. They're giving me a platform. They're allowing me to go on and tell the truth. So, as I said, if Frank's speech can give all of these shows, they have so many programs with so many people who know what they're talking about. If they can provide a 24/7 free platform of programming to Americans, why are other channels not doing it? Now, the better question is, why are we supporting the channels that are not providing the information freely to American people? Why? We shouldn't support that, as I said. Especially when, as I said, if you do actually get in, if you do read and listen, they're not telling us anything new. Nothing. They're not touching very specific topics. Let me be very clear. They are staying far away from Islam. They won't even touch the Islamic problem in America. But well, they still have millions of dollars coming in. And as I said, they don't offer a solution. They just keep on going over the same problem they have been going over for like a year now. Heather, exactly, alternative media. But even with alternative media, we got to be absolutely picky over which ones we support. I just realized as I was preparing, apparently I put two of my, yep, okay, I just fixed that. Anyhow, okay, so yeah, that's my solution. That's my solution. Be very picky as to who you support. And then let's get a little bit more proactive. As I said, I supposedly have a big platform or audience, if you call it, on Facebook. But then whatever I do outside of Facebook, then it goes nowhere. Because Facebook, most of my Facebook supporters are just inside Facebook. I have a website. I'm sure, I mean, this unknowing thing is scrolling down at the bottom. Lots of other areas that I'm at. But who cares? Hey Vicky, how you doing? We are praying for Australia. We are. And Vicky, I have heard, thanks to Lindell TV, I heard the international or global protest that you guys are requesting to help Australia. I am working on locating the closest Australian embassy to my location so I can show up on December 4th and support you guys. Since I brought this up, Vicky is here on Facebook. Guys, listen up. I don't know if you're following the news or not. If you're not, you should. I'm going to plug Lindell TV again. Go to frankenspeech.com. All the videos on the homepage, previous live feed that you might have missed are all there. Brandon House and Mike Lindell have been covering the situation in Australia. Australia is getting bad. And I do agree with this statement that Australia is just the model test for their global movement, global goal. So, few of the wonderful, brave Australian activists have put out a call to action. Wherever you are, find the closest Australian embassy to you on December 4th. Show up in support of people of Australia who are being oppressed beyond my personal belief. Show up, spread the word. You see, this is something you can do. Nobody's asking for donation. Nobody's asking for gift. There is no money involved unless you're worried about the gas money. And in that case, then we're just all screwed. Do show up. Get to the closest embassy near you. Show your support for people of Australia. Please do. Yes, and also please do pray for Australia. I always say pray for human society, but most importantly, pray for Australia. People of Australia are facing such inhuman. The video they put out, I watched it. I couldn't help but to just want to cry of the closing sentence is our rights, our human rights are gone. That's a very accurate statement. So pray for them. Show up if you can. If you cannot, put it on your pages. December 4th, show up at the closest Australian embassy in your area. Tell everyone to do it. And I know many people think prayers don't work and showing up doesn't work. It does. It does. Just try it. You got nothing to lose and a hell of a lot to gain. Join us. Please do. As my very wise, lovely grandma always said, was you can never ever say something doesn't work until you try it. So, join us in prayers for human society in general, but tonight specifically for Australia. And then join the rest of us by showing up on December 4th. Closest embassy to your location. Because and remember, this isn't just about Australia. When we show up for Australian people, we are warning our own government that, guess what? We showed up for Australia. You think we won't show up for our own people? See? Kill two birds with one stone. Even more than that. Oh, Cecilia, I do. I miss Grandma every day of my life. Every day. But then at the same time, I am so grateful I had her. Yes, Michelle. Yes. We do have Australian embassies in America. As I said, I'm still working towards finding the closest to me. I don't know how close or far it's gonna be. But yes, just how about this? Let me try and see if I can put together a map on my page for the Australian embassies across America, and that might be more helpful. I give me a day or two. I'll work on that and put it up, and then Michelle, I will also message it, like send it to you or tag you on it so you can find it. Um, wow. Okay, I'm gonna put this up. Wiki is giving us information from Australia. Chris says it's all right if you cannot go yourself. Make sure to tell those who are closer, anyone you know within that area, text them, message them, email them, anything you can. Tell them to show up. Oh, I'm so sorry, Cecilia, that you have lost your grandma too. Some of us were blessed by having wonderful grandmas in our lives, weren't we? Okay. I'm gonna say one more thing. Do we have anyone here, Michigan? Anybody here from Michigan? So, I don't know. Thank you, Robert. That's very true. I'm gonna actually say what Robert said. I'm gonna just put it on the screen and let you guys see it. By the way, I wanted to say this. I do apologize. Last time when I was doing a live feed, it was hectic. It was stressful. So I missed out on giving shout out. Those of you who are on YouTube, I know some of you last time sent in gifts through Super Chat. And I do apologize. It was so mean of me for not noticing them. But it was a very, very bad. So thank you. I just want to say that. Okay, those of you from Michigan. So I want to tell you this. Muslims yet again made history. They did. Believe that? I'm going to read this for you. I was planning to put it on my screen, but then my system wasn't working. So here we go. First all-Muslim consul elected to a U.S. city. I don't know how to pronounce the name of the city, so I butcher it. You know what I'm talking about, especially if you are from that area. The 6-member council of Hamtramck are all practicing Muslims. So is the city's newly elected mayor. A city council in Detroit, Michigan will be all Muslim from January following the election of 3 new Muslim members. It is believed that the all-Muslim administration is a first for the United States of America. Am I the only one who needed to take a second there? Edward, you are literally the best ever. Hamtramck. Is that how you said it? Hamtramck? I will put this up so you all know what I'm trying to pronounce, but that's how it's written. So, how's that for winning this war? Now, let me be clear. If anybody's watching us now, anybody who might watch us later, I want you to understand. I have done many projects, many videos, many articles. to explain why Islam cannot coexist. More importantly, why Islam cannot coexist with our constitution. And after that, I have explained many times over the last 7 years why Islam goes against everything America stands for. Yes, Edward, this town was formerly all Polish or Polish, I think that's how I pronounce it, Polish Catholics. And now it's, well, full-on Sharia. We have allowed this to happen. I'm going to calm my mind and I will say this, and I mean every word that's about to come out of my mouth. My fellow humans, Islam has a track record of 1400 years of misery, agony, rape, enslavement, murder. For anyone to think for a second, for any reason, they will be pardoned, excluded, spared. You won't. For anyone who might think worse comes to worse, I'll convert. You can't. Converting to Islam might help you save your life. And you might stay alive. But it will rip your soul apart. It will demolish your spirit. It will get you to a point where you will wish for death every day. This applies to anyone with a drop of faith, belief, and humanity in them. Remember, I've been there, I've done that. Let me answer this question very quickly. Cecilia, the town we're talking about is located in Detroit, Michigan, or around North Detroit. Okay, Edward just answered. North Detroit suburb. So I was again talking about this recently. I went through 6 years of therapy, guys. Every day, every week, 1 hour a week, never skipped a single session, to just be able to function as a human, not even as a person, to function as a human. So we are left, I always say in life, there are at least two choices. Even if it's bad and worse, there are always two choices. We are absolutely left with two choices. Neither one of them are best. Our choices are between bad and worse. My very first video that ever went viral online back in 2015, I ended my video and I said, ladies, get your hijab ready. Gentlemen, start growing your beard. Or join me as I will take this fight to the next level, which I have every year. Our choices right now are the same. Get ready to be alive and go through absolute miserable painful, soulless life, or stand up today and compromise and sacrifice what you think is necessary, but in reality, it's luxury. Why do I put it that way? Because I know a lot of people are afraid of saying anything because they don't want to lose their job. They don't want to lose their family members. They don't want to lose friends. Da, 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 da. All of those are luxuries. And I'll say that because at age 15, I had to walk away from everything and anything and everyone. And it was just nothing left. It was me and me. Had to walk away. I survived. I'm not going to even sit here and pretend like it's an easy thing to do. And I'm not going to even tell you that you're going to end up doing it. I will tell you this. Worst case scenario, even if you lost everyone in your family members and they never talk to you again, you'll survive. The family, friend, good job, good home, they are all blessings. They are. But they are absolutely not necessity. My English is ripping. So, yes, it was. It was hard. But again, I survived. You will too. One of the reasons I survived fairly well was the fact that even though I had to start from absolute scratch, from the city and the town and the language and the culture and the money and the job and the friends and all of it was a scratch. The only thing familiar was me in the mirror. Guess what? I even left her behind at some point. But all of it was for the best possible cause I can think of. And that was freedom. Think of it that way. Whatever the sacrifice, whatever the compromise, all of them are nothing compared to your God-given rights and freedom. I'm going to take 1 second here. Robert, thank you. I appreciate your gift and donation. I will put your comment on the screen for everyone to see because we are live streaming on 3 different pages. So yes, this isn't about Annie Cyrus. This isn't about Joe Biden. This isn't about some Afghan people. This isn't about 1 to 10 million of people. No. This is absolutely about you. I guess I am asking you to be absolutely selfless so you can continue being selfish, if that makes sense. This is about every individual's life. Your freedom, my freedom. As I said earlier on this live feed, I said, I chose to do this because I love my freedom. It's my choice, my freedom. So I want you to all be selfish. Think about your freedom. Make the sacrifices and compromises required and needed to put an end to this madness that I don't know why a lot of people don't seem to grasp. It is here. It is way ahead of its own schedule. And if we don't do what needs to be done, well, you already know. We've talked about it many times. Too many times. Way too many times. So I will conclude, I guess is the sentence here, because I've kind of already gone over time. I do apologize if I missed your comments. And It is a little hard to run, talk, and read at the same time. But I do appreciate all of you being here. Those of you who shared, thank you. If you haven't shared, do share. Um, get more active, proactive, productive. All of these words sound the same to me, but you know what I mean. Like, do something. John Richardson says, I often thought of you coming here. You were probably really scared. The scared is definitely one of the emotions we can put in there. But how about this? Give me a little bit of time. Let me get some work done. Let's get hopefully the new broadcasting computer, and why don't we do a live feed and we just talk about, I don't think I've ever talked about me coming here, so we will talk about that. How about that, John? That work? Rodrigo, I appreciate the comment that says, do not let your past hurt your bright future. I never have. But I will say this. As fun as it is to say certain philosophy or psychology sentences such as don't let your past hurt your bright future. Some people have some parts of their past that shapes them to who they are in their present time or future. And some of those past memories, if we call them, or events or situations, or whatever phrase we use, they are not something that you necessarily come to have full control of. Please understand, I am not playing the poor me card here in any shape or form. I have survived. I have a wonderful life. I am extremely blessed. I've been saved. But one of the things I would like to actually start doing is normalizing certain conversations that is still considered taboo or ignored or denied or shut down within our society. And one of them is exactly this. It is wonderful to tell, it's a wonderful feeling to support people who have survived trauma, if that's a term to use for my past at least, or to be motivational, inspirational, all of that. It's wonderful. But then at the same time, we need to as a society, we need to start understanding some of it better. I do remember someone, actually one of the people who quote unquote came after me regarding the birthday gift. He commented something of, no, it wasn't my birthday gift, it was another post. He commented something of, I see hurt and anger, which by the way is about genius. I can have the biggest smile and laugh, and these two always seem to just show the anger and the hurt. I tried to fix them. It's not happening. But he said, it's okay to be angry, but don't let it control you. And my response was, oh, you have no idea how angry I could be. This is me not letting my anger control me. If you would face, how about this, out of 15 years, let's say 1 year out of the 15 years of my life, you would be out there like beheading people. So sometimes our past stays with us. It doesn't necessarily hurt our bright future, but it does affect our future. And to deny that, it's not my style of doing. I don't deny reality of what I've been through, how it has affected me. I do my very best not to allow it to be destructive, but the dangerous sentence, it is what it is. surviving is to survive every day to the best of your ability. We have good days, we have bad days. As human in general, we have good days and bad days. As survivors, some days we survive better and do a TikTok and dance and sing. Some days we survive less better. We get on a live feed and say, can we stop support the fake conservatives and now give them money? Okay. That was the last joke of the night. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for staying with me. Thank you for sharing my information. One last shout out to everyone who did donate to my birthday gift. I cannot tell you how happy I am. I'm excited to get the laptop. The moment I get it and I get it going, I will do a live feed and we're going to celebrate the laptop, the better production, and hopefully with the arrival of that laptop, I'll be able to do daily programming. As exciting. That's exciting. Go check out my website, liveuptofreedom.com. Wait, let's go back one sentence. Ready? Please note, what I'm about to say from here on out is absolutely not required, not mandatory, not under tyranny. If you choose to, please go check out my website, liveuptofreedom.com. Liveuptofreedom.com. While there, if you like to, click on Annie's art store. Check out my art. I am a little low on inventory, but new products are coming this week, and we will have a special Black Friday sales going on my Etsy channel. If you want to directly go to my art website, you can just do lutfstudio.com. It's so singular studio. lutfstudio.com. You can also check out our products. We are Let's Go Brandon t-shirts are now available on our store. You can get through to our store through my website, liveuptofreedom.com. Liveuptofreedom.com. Everything is on that website. Seriously, if you choose to, absolutely not mandatory. There are no punishments for not doing so. If you like to go to my website and spend about 3 minutes on the homepage, and you will have access to everything there is about Inez Annie Cyrus. That being said, I'm going to hop off, go get some more work done, then grab that cup of tea, possibly watching a good movie. Yes, Edward, I do sign all of my paintings. However, I cannot sign my resin art or flower vases. However, I do attach a signed thank you card with the art piece, considering I can't do the art itself. If it's a painting, the back of the painting will be signed. If it's not a painting, the package will come with a signed thank you card that I hope would work as the same. I do also take commission orders. What that means is if you see a piece on my store that you like, but you're not a big fan of the colors or the combination or the size, you can always place a commission order saying, I want this specific thing, but I want it in different different theme of colors. And I will do that for you. Yes, Stephen Mix. You know, I just want to say this. I love you, man. Stephen, I love you. I really wish everybody was like you. I do. Now, I need to convince you to start doing videos and teaching people how to do the fight the way you do. Because then we would win this in like a week. For anybody who doesn't know, I owe you all, including me, we all owe a lot of educational material that I have been able to establish in last 5 years to existence of Stephen Mix. He has played a huge part of me being able to be here and do what I do. It is my pleasure, Edward. Thank you for helping me do what I do. Okay, guys. Stay safe, yeah. Stay vigilant. Keep your eyes open. Look into the whole new, brand new 11 new Muslims elected and the full-on 6 Sharia-obeying Muslim, practicing Muslim council in Michigan. Let's do something about that. I'll think about it. I'll pray over it, and we might just take action and do something about that, or at least just monitor them to make sure they don't turn that town into a completely mini small Islamic Republic of Iran system. I will be safe, and I need you guys to be safe too. I will do my best to see you guys soon. In the meantime, remember, Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on my Facebook page or link on my website, we will have a brand new speaker for our weekly webinar brought to you by the David Horowitz Freedom Center and the Glazov Gang. Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Grab the link from my website. It will be available tomorrow. Register or just join me on Facebook to watch the live feed. Bye, guys.